Hey guys, it's me. It's Paige. Did you miss me? Cause I missed you. It's been a few weeks since my most recent video. The reason for that is for about 2 weeks after that last video I took. I guess you could say my recovery kind of took a turn. I had started to feel better, and then, bam! I started to feel like I had the world's worst flu, which they said was going to happen, but they say things are going to happen, and then when it actually does happen, you're like, oh my god, they were not kidding. And they were not kidding. If you've had the flu, you know what I'm talking about, constantly sleeping, unable to eat anything but saltine crackers, and even that doesn't really settle well with you. You know, just trying not to die. Like, but the flu usually lasts a couple days, and then you kind of feel like you have a bad cold as you recover, that kind of stuff. But for like 2 weeks, it was just couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, or well, couldn't properly sleep. I fixed my hair there. And then on top of that, I had like the world's worst migraines, like sinus migraines. I've mentioned that the surgery kind of created like a healing pain. Ow, fuck. Sorry, guys. This clip is not being my friend right now. So yeah. So on top of feeling like I have the world's worst flu, I had headaches that were murderous, and sometimes I just had to lay in bed and pray for salvation. And so for 2 weeks, that was about 2 weeks, until the doctors finally got around to being like, yeah, we'll give you some drugs. So now I'm currently on some hormone supplements. I don't know exactly what kind of fancy things it's all about. And that pretty much fixed the flu-like issues when you drop from, a lot of hormone or a drug or any sort of chemical. Your body kind of goes into withdrawal, shock. If you've ever had to deal with any sort of drug withdrawal, and I'm talking like, not like, caffeine or whatever. I mean, you definitely can feel like crap if you have caffeine withdrawals, but I'm talking like more illegal, hardcore drugs. And that's not just me. That's things that people have said on the internet. The comparison between the two is pretty similar. Google it if you don't believe me. And so so they put me on supplements for that, and that improved a lot. And then they gave me like these nerve targeting medications for the headache, like regular Tylenol or an ibuprofen and stuff don't quite target what I needed it to. So they gave me that. And I have one little thing to say is that these hormone supplements are not coated. So even if I like take these meds with like something flavored, or I try any trick in the book that like, drink some water, doesn't take the pills, or throw the pills in, take some water, shoot it back. I don't care what advice you have for me. I've tried it all, and I still get the worst taste in my mouth of melting medicine. If you've ever accidentally let a pill sit in your mouth too long, and you're like, yeah, every time. It's just, I've accepted it. But luckily I'm not supposed to be on these for a whole lot longer. I think like 2-3 weeks. I'd have to look at my chart, my calendar chart thing. So yeah, I actually feel so much better now. I am more focused on now dealing with recovering from the disease as opposed to the surgery. So it's now more about, building my muscles back up, learning how to get better sleep schedules going, eating better, just kind of starting to get back into a more normal person system routine. Start paying attention to any sort of subtle changes so we can see how well the surgery actually worked. Because just the test results alone aren't going to really, I mean, they'll give us some sort of indication, but seeing how I actually feel and how things change are going to be really big indicators, obviously. So now I am back here in Champaign, if you couldn't tell from my background, or you've never seen my apartment or house, which I guess pretty much everyone here has never seen my apartment, to be honest. So I'm hoping to go back to classes next week. It's going to be real fun walking into a classroom and everybody's like, okay, so most people aren't going to notice me. I know that, but there's definitely going to be a person or two, especially if I accidentally take their seats. It's going to be like, I have been here for 6 weeks. Who the hell are you? And they're not going to say that. They'll probably give me a questioning look and then move on. Unless like I have a professor that's like, hey guys, check out who this new person is. And I'm going to be like, don't do it. I'm not a new student. Gosh darn it. Side note, this is Paige the Pumpkin. No, I did not name it Paige. I did not name it after myself. I'm not that conceited. I bought it because its name was Paige. And she's out and about because it is spooky season. And I really don't think the very last days of September, you can be like, but it's only September. No, it's spooky season. Spooky season starts September 1st. Okay, that's my ramble side. I'm working on not rambling so much. So yeah, I have a few follow-up appointments with, let's see, I have follow-up appointments with the ENT guy for my nose healing, my neurosurgeon, my endocrinologist. I think for the most part, I don't have to worry too much about going home for those. Thank God for online stuff. And I'm going to attempt to put my hair back again because this is very annoying. Awesome. So yeah, like I said, now it's officially just more of Cushing's disease recovery, not so much the surgery recovery, though I'm still kind of restricted head-wise. Things still kind of get wobbly with certain things. I still kind of have to go slow. I don't think I can quite start doing any sort of major exercise, not that I ever could. Just going back to classes will be a good start since the UI-UC campus is gigantic and parking is awful, and so walking everywhere, that's going to be great. So now that I'm feeling better, I'm in my own place again. I'm starting to get more normal people situation. Sure, that's a descriptor. I'm working on putting together more videos with more, I guess, specific topics, because I know most of my videos have been like recovery, how am I doing, this and that, and me rambling, which I know kind of like after a few minutes you're like, okay, moving on, don't care. So a few of the videos I'm hoping to include are more like in-depth video about the disease itself and the symptoms, because I mean I've offhandedly mentioned some symptoms. There's symptoms that I don't have that I feel like I should mention, along with the fact that what the disease is and does, and all the symptoms, and why it can be so hard to diagnose because of said things. I also would really love to make sure I do a video specifically about the mental health effects of, well, how this disease has affected me, and just how major disease, major injury, chronic lifelong illnesses, that kind of stuff, how it can affect you mentally, especially hidden ones. Because I mean, a hidden disease is it's not worse than someone who, is missing an arm, needs a wheelchair, that kind of stuff. It's different, but it's no better, it's no worse. It's just different, and I think it's really important to talk about mental health these days. If any of you know me, I'm a big advocate for mental health because it's affected me and my friends and family so much. And I mean, for Christ's sakes, my mom's a therapist, so obviously I have something to say about it. And then kind of like how school, like I've been having some school issues and schools and other illnesses and how they handle it. I'm very lucky that this happened in a time where everybody's realizing how much you can put online and do online, which has been an enormous help for helping me keep up with school. In the 6 weeks that I haven't been in school, I actually can hopefully finish the semester with decent grades, but there's still plenty of things that I feel like the school could be better about. But everything is nothing's perfect. Everything could be improved. So yeah, I did my best not to ramble so much in this video this time, because I know I do that a lot. Don't know if I succeeded, but yeah, so stick around. Look out for more videos, because the more you watch my videos, the more other people will watch my videos, and it's, I think, what I'm trying to put out there is really important. And even if you feel like you personally aren't able to understand like Cushing's disease or any sort of chronic illness or injury or whatever, I think we can all understand some of the general themes that I've been talking about, and especially anything I talk about when it comes to mental health. Everybody has mental health, and everybody needs to talk about it. And so stick around. I mean, I don't think I'm that annoying. So yeah, but thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to creating more videos, creating more content for you guys. So I'll see you later, okay? Bye.